Dennis.
Hello.
It's so thrilling, and it is truly thrilling to see you face to face after our nice chat a few months back. Yes. So you're here in Australia, Dogs of Oz tour, night 3?
Yes, this will be the third show. We just played in Byron Bay last night, and then Melbourne 2 nights before that.
Yep,
so
and a few to go.
I love it here in Australia. I'm gonna come here more often.
Move, come on down.
I was going to say move here, but I don't want to promise anything.
No, that's right.
So I love where I live too.
No, that's right. No, we're thrilled to have you here. So we're thrilled to also get a bit of a rig rundown. So tell us, I know you talked on the show a little bit, but just love you to run us through how you're running things.
So it's really, really simple. We basically have 2 keyboards here that are acting as MIDI controllers, and then everything's here in main stage. So all of the songs are right here. Here's Child's Anthem, and then a few patches later, here's Carmen. That's right. And so on. And really all I have is this patch change pedal, which I use as sustain pedal.
Yep.
Because to me it's ergonomically a little easier. And it's like driving. You have your gas pedal and your brake pedal, but it's the sustain pedal and the patch change pedal. So as you see here, when I press this, it's
going down.
It just magically gets to the next sound. So yeah, and then this is just a sustain pedal here, sustain pedal here. I use a couple of the buttons here, so I have my patch change and then back if I accidentally go one too far. A panic button here.
Nice. And the R2 are great rigs.
And I only use these 2 sliders in this particular set.
At
the end of songs, when I fade down the strings or something like that, that's really about it. And then, I split up the parts between the 2 keyboards to kind of give my hands different places to go.
RD88, yeah.
The thing I love about this Roland RD88 is that it has onboard speakers. So if the PA's not on, I have that, and if this whole thing dies, as you can hear, that's also in the PA. So these are my backup sounds right in here.
There's your redundancy,
Roland. And this is I'm using a Keylab 88 by Arturia.
Love the Keylabs,
which it's just wonderful. And I can show you some of the cool sounds that are going on here. There's a couple of them that take a lot of CPU, and so I have the volume down, and I'll load them up real quick, like at the beginning of Rosanna, if you see me do that, and then that's silent, and then on the next patch is where you'll actually hear them.
That's right, cool. And, that's brilliant.
I have the organ over here. Split, so I got the
yep.
When we get to the solo, quick patch change there. We got
wow.
Now here's a tricky move I do where I got this going on here.
Yep.
But I have a patch change set. Just on this patch, I have a patch change set. I think it's this note right here. So instead of having to hit the pedal, I just hit this. How do I do it? So when you see when I hit that pitch, when I hit that key, the patch changes to that one. And then same thing, when I scroll down here, the patch changes again. And then I patch change with the pedal. And that right there is the double finger gliss taught to me by David Page himself.
Love it.
So we got that patch change, uninterrupted sound, as you can see, from main stage, and then you could get the next organ notes there.
Wow, smooth.
So those are some of the cool stuff. I have some Minefields stuff going on here. I decided to sample each note of that ching, 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 ching you hear at the beginning.
Yep.
So I took each 8th note. It was kind of hard to hear over.
That's okay. Now,
you're hearing bling.
Oh, it's a trick.
So you might be able to hear a little in the background on the video. Got some of that going on, and I have a keyboard solo in this set, which I'm just thrilled that Toto gave me a keyboard solo, so I have some quick patch changes. going on in there. So I got this cool piano synth thing, and then synth layered with
Wow.
piano synth and what's in there, choir,
Yep.
and then
Nice.
one little split here at the top. And of course you have the aftertouch where you can get that vibrato going in there. And yeah, with a quick kind of blow everybody's minds with a quick patch change. And it's back to piano. So you see the patch changes are pretty slick with
they
the,
are.
with the pedals there. And I do a little second of Hoedown by Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
In this, so we got, and this is like a synth envelope that's set to the pitch.
Gotcha. Goes up to yep.
Tap change. So we got all kinds of fun stuff going in here. I know we're
Absolutely.
kind of stepping out of Toto world there for a second. Let's do another Toto moment. Patch change. Patch
Yeah, wow.
change. Patch change.
Super quick. Yeah,
Use
super
the
quick. Yeah.
mod wheel as the cutoff there. So yeah, it's
Amazing.
what we have going on. It's just
as you said in the show, Dennis, it's an incredibly efficient way of working, and Mainstage basically makes the quickness of what you need to do. It essentially enables that.
exactly.
Either that or 10 keyboards.
Yes, and then also anytime we need to, if a song gets called out at the last second, I just have my other patches.
That's right.
there.
Yeah.
And well, Alex, our incredible keyboard tech here, he gets all the songs in order in the set. So when I walk
ready
on
to
stage,
go.
it's already proof in order. But it's so easy to just drag a song into the set list. If it's something that we played before, I just have it.
That's
here at the
right.
bottom, or just change the order right there.
Dennis,
Yeah.
amazing.
You can
Amazing.
see how many patches are in each one of these songs. Some of them, like Minefields, it's going back and forth, but I just like to go down, not have to think about going back and
Yeah,
forth.
so basically,
And then some of them, everything's just a little bit different in each patch.
And I think about, I bet you, so you've got quite rightly lots of aliases running, as you would hope. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I spent my first few years of main stage not realizing
Same.
the alias
Yep.
feature, and Buck was actually the one who pointed that out to me. Our mutual friend, and yeah, he pointed out you can make aliases, and then that,
Better for the CPU, that's for sure.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much the rig right there, and we have this all going through a Scarlett 18i20, which might be kind of overkill, but the nice thing is that it fits in this nice rack case. And I'm not using any of the inputs, but I'm using 4 outputs,
Yeah,
4 stereo
gotcha.
outputs, so 8 outputs. That way that when it gets sent to front of house, every single sound, I can decide whether to send it to keys 1, keys 2, keys 3, or keys
Gotcha.
4.
Yeah, great.
So it's as if I have 4
Yeah,
keyboards.
that's right.
But any sound from either keyboard can be sent
Okay,
to any of
that's
the 4
right.
channels, and they can mix it separately.
And then there's your power conditioner and that's it. That's, very compact setup. Yeah,
very,
amazing.
Very easy rig here. And there it is. There's keys with Toto World, and the only other thing is Greg's, of course,
And
two
what-
down on there.
yeah, that's right. And the wonderful Alex, you make a great team. We're really looking forward to seeing it tonight. Can't thank you enough. And we'll be adding some of the footage from tonight in there as well. But
Awesome.
keep rocking. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Thanks for coming here tonight, David.
Anytime.
I'm so glad to see you, and thanks for watching.
the new kid, huh? What a great find. Let me tell you how, all you musos out there know Bumblefoot, one of the most amazing guitar players in the world. He's a dear friend of mine. I'm on a thread with a bunch of crazy, famous guitar players. And at one point, I was in really trouble. We had to pick a lead, let someone go, and we needed somebody fast. And we didn't even rehearse for our first album, so like the thought of rehearsing again after we already knew the set was really tough. And Bumble said, "Hey man, I got the guy," and he wasn't lying. He said, he's 27 years old, and he had 2 days to learn the show, and he came in and played it better than we did. He's got a big career ahead. We're gonna hang on to him as long as I possibly can. A solo record next year. Give a big, huge welcome to our newest cat right here, Dennis Atlas! He likes Kansas.